Good morning, students. Department of Technical Education, Telangana. My name is E. Govardhan. Designation Lecturer in Chemistry. Branch General Section. Institution Government Polytechnic, Vaddepalli. Semester Second semester. Subject Engineering Chemistry and Environmental Studies 2. Subject code 18 common 204F. Topic Corrosion. Duration 50 minutes. Now, subtopic methods of prevention of corrosion in protective coatings. Teaching aids, PPTs, animations are used. Okay, so objectives on completion of this period, you will be able to know methods of prevention of corrosion, cathodic protection, sacrificial anode method, and also impressed voltage method. So methods of prevention of corrosion already we discussed in last class. Metallic coatings and also non-metallic coatings. In metallic coatings we discussed anodic coating and cathodic coating. In non-metallic coatings we discussed inorganic coatings and also organic coatings. Now we should discuss cathodic protection and also sacrificial anode method, impressed voltage method. Okay, so let us discuss one by one. Right, note down these points. Objectives. Okay, already we discussed it. So once again I'm repeating this point that points. You know physical methods of prevention of corrosion by modification of metal, modification of environment, and also metallic coatings in that anodic coating and also B cathodic coating. Just now I explained. And also inorganic coatings and also organic coatings. To understand this cathodic protection, first of all we should all recall these things. So modification of metal, it is also prevention of the corrosion. If the increase the purity of the metal, we can prevent the corrosion. Modification of environment, we can change humidity and also temperature. Environment means optimum levels of temperature and also pH values. Other things we can change surrounding of that metal. We can prevent the corrosion of that metal. We can control the corrosion by doing metallic coatings. That metallic coating means one metal coated over by other metal. In that anodic coating and also cathodic coating already we discussed. Anodic coating means base metal coated by more active metal. Example, zinc coated over iron. It is called galvanization. So here zinc metal going to corrosion to protect the base metal means iron metal. So it is called sacrificial anode method. Like next to cathodic coating means base metal coated by less active metal. That less active metal it is showing resistance to corrosion to protect the base metal. That's why it is called cathodic coating. Already we discussed in last class anodic coating and also example cathodic coating examples. and also differences between the anodic coatings and also cathodic coatings. And also in last class we discussed organic coatings and inorganic coatings, right? So in inorganic coatings already we discussed chromate coatings and also right, oxalic acid, not oxalic acid, sorry, phosphate coatings, next chromate coatings and also oxide layer formation coating. So these are the examples for the inorganic coatings already we discussed in last class. Next organic coatings we discussed inorganic coatings, varnishes, paints, and also other pigments, plastics, PVC, like we used so many coatings to prevent the corrosion, to prevent corrosion of the metals. So these are the last class points. Note down this one. These are basic points for upcoming class. Okay. Now see here some introduction to controlling the corrosion by using cathodic protection. If the corrosion of the metal is very high, like when the iron parts are uh, inevitable to immerse in sea, that means example ship hull, when iron pipes are to be buried unavoidably, the physical methods are not suitable to control corrosion. So in both ways, both things. Sorry, in both ways that physical methods are not suitable. So in buried pipeline and also immerse in sea, that means example ship falls also not suitable physical methods. That means we cannot change the physical environments which are surrounded that ships are other underground pipeline, buried pipelines. So above one, there is the physical methods are not suitable to control the corrosion. So we can control above cases. We can control this corrosion by more effective methods, right? Compared with that physical method. Those are first one sacrificial anode method, second one compressed voltage method, right? These methods are very very important. First one A, once again repeating, sacrificial anode method, second one B, compressed voltage method. So let us discuss very detailed these two methods, right? These two are very very important in prevention of corrosion. Note down these points. Okay, now these two methods are examples for the cathodic protection. Okay, so in cathodic protection, what's happening? The metal just listen. There are some important regarding cathodic protection. In this method, the metal to be protected from corrosion is made as a cathode by connecting with more active metal or by applying impulse voltage. The more active metal acts as anode and undergoes corrosion in order to protect the base metal from corrosion. So cathodic protection already we discussed sacrificial anode method and also next one impulse voltage method. See here, these two methods are examples for the this cathodic protection. What is the meaning of cathodic protection? Cathodic protection means we by applying some voltage or by adding another by contacting other metal to that base metal or that material, we are converting that anode into cathode to protect to protect that metal from the corrosion. So that's why it is called cathodic protection. So in cathodic protection, we are going to discuss these two methods. First one, sacrificial anode method. And before discuss this sacrificial anode method, first of all we should know what is base metal. Okay, base metal means the metal which is ready to go corrosion, that is called base metal. Means simply we can say the metal which is required coating, that is called base metal. So in sacrificial anode method, the base metal is coated by other metal. So we discuss so which metal coated to which metal. So see here, our method is sacrificial anode method. So no, see here, sacrificial anode method. The name is very important. So let us discuss after discussion of some important points regarding that name. So in this method, first the metal to be protected from corrosion is as a is made as cathode. So very important pattern. The metal which is going to corrosion, that is protected from corrosion is made as cathode. That means that metal going to corrosion means it is acting as a anode. Anode means oxidation. Oxidation means loss of electrons. So in this method, we are doing that metal, that anode metal converting as a cathode. It is very important. Anode metal means it is more active. So more active metal now converting as a cathode. This is very important. So that's why here see here, the metal to be protected from corrosion is made as cathode. So first of all it is a anode. Now we are converting that anode as a cathode. Next to say a more reactive metal is used as a anode. So here the metal which is going to corrosion converting as a cathode. To convert that metal as a cathode, we are using more active metal. More active metal we are using as a anode, right? So the more active metal, this is more active than the base metal. So we are using more active metal means which is more active in electrochemical series. What's happening in this method? The more reactive metal undergoes corrosion to protect base metal or required metal. So this more reactive metal is called sacrificial anode. So the more reactive metal undergoes corrosion, selfly undergoes corrosion to protect the base metal. That's why the metal is called sacrificial anode. This method is called sacrificial anode method. Why? Because the more active metal which is coated to base metal going corrosion to protect the base metal. How it is corrosing? It is corrosing, going corrosion selfly to protect the base metal. That means it is selfly sacrificing to the base metal to prevent back base metal from the prevention of the corrosion. That's why it is called sacrificial anode method. Sacrificial anode method. So the name indicating that The metal which is coated to base metal, that is more active metal than base metal. It is more active in electrochemical series. The metal going to corrosion, selfly going corrosion to protect the base metal. That means selfly it is sacrificing that. That's why it is called sacrificial anode method. Example, galvanization example for the sacrificial anode method, magnesium and zinc etc. used as a sacrificial anodes. This is called sacrificial anode method. Note down these points. Right, have you noted down? So this is sacrificial anode method. So the metal to be protected from corrosion is made as cathode. A more reactive metal it is used as anode. The more reactive metal undergoes corrosion to protect required metal. This metal, the more reactive metal is called sacrificial anode. Example, galvanization means iron coated by zinc. That means magnesium and zinc metals used as sacrificial anodes. See here examples in next slide. So examples for sacrificial anode. Underground iron pipelines are protected from corrosion by fixing magnesium plates. Right? See here, buried pipelines or underground pipelines. First of all, the pipelines acting as a anodes. So anodes means they are ready to go to corrosion. How we will protect that corrosion? How we will protect that iron pipelines from the corrosion? So first of all, we should convert that iron pipelines as a cathode. How we are now it is acting as a anode. The pipeline acting as a anode. Now we should convert that anode into cathode. How? So to convert that pipeline into cathode, we should use the metal which is more active than iron as a anode. So that's why we are using magnesium or other more active metals as a anodes. Now these magnesium or aluminum metals which are more active than iron, they are connected to that pipelines, right? Connected to that pipelines. So now obviously if you connect that more active metal to the less active metal, now more active metal acting as a anode, it is going to corrosion selfly to protect the iron pipeline. If you take magnesium undergo magnesium connect to the iron pipeline, magnesium undergoes corrosion to protect iron. So magnesium is a sacrificial anode. Magnesium sacrificing its life to protect that iron. That's why it is called sacrificial anode method. This is example for the sacrificial anode. Second one is galvanization. So first example is underground pipeline. Second example is galvanization. Galvanization means, sorry, iron iron metal, it is coated by zinc metal. So now iron metal is a base metal. Zinc, it is more active than iron. Already know electrochemical series. Now zinc going to corrosion to protect the iron. So that's why zinc also called sacrificial anode. So this method also example for the sacrificial anode method. Note down these points. So this is the first example, galvanization. Iron coated with zinc. Note down these points. What you can understand. First example, second example, galvanization, iron coated with zinc. Note down these points. I will give some time. Okay, these are examples for the sacrificial anode method, right? Underground pipeline and also galvanization. Right. Now diagram for sacrificial anode method. See here, this is underground pipeline. Okay, iron pipeline. Now this iron pipeline connected to magnesium metal. Now this magnesium metal acting as a sacrificial anode. Okay. Now it is a sacrificial anode. Note this sacrificial anode. This is going selfly sacrificing itself, selfly going corrosion, acting as a sacrificial anode, going corrosion, going corrosion to protect the iron pipeline. So that's why it is called sacrificial anode method. Right? So anode means it is losing electrons. So loss of electrons. So this is example for the sacrificial anode method. Magnesium. Note down this figure. Sacrificial anode method. right? This is the diagram for the sacrificial anode method. Okay, now you can understand next method, that is impressed voltage method. Before going to discuss about impressed voltage method, now we can we can know applications of sacrificial anode method. So now see here how we are using this method. First one, the sunk parts of ship in seawater readily oxidizes. Example corrodes. That is corrodes. Okay. So more active zinc metal connected through ship. Zinc act as sacrificial anode and ship hull is protected from corrosion. Just now we discussed it. This is example for the galvanization. Right. So the ship hull protected from the corrosion by using zinc. Here zinc acting as a sacrificial anode. So next, industrial hot water tanks are protected by dipping magnesium rod. So here, industrial hot water tanks are protected by dipping magnesium rod. Here, hot water tanks prepared by iron. Now, iron protects from the corrosion by using magnesium. So these are the examples for the applications of the sacrificial anode method. Note down that points. Okay, these are applications of sacrificial anode method. Next, second one is impressed voltage method. See here, impressed voltage method. It is also very very important as a sacrificial anode method. See here, in this method, an impressed current is applied to nullify the corrosion current. Already know in corrosion, the in corrosion we can assume as a, it is a corrosion current. So an impressed current if you apply, we can nullify the corrosion current. So this is the major important property, that means in in impressed voltage method. See here, the metallic structure is converted from anode to cathode. So in this method, the metallic structure is converted from anode to cathode. How? The impressed current is derived from a battery using graphite as anode. By using graphite anode, we are supplying impressed current, which is reverse to corrosive current. That's why it is called impressed currents. How we are supplying? The impressed current is derived from a battery using graphite as anode. So now electrons are supplied from an external cell to prevent the corrosion of metal. So the metal which is going to corrosion, now that is converting as a cathode by applying battery, by applying that battery. So that's why the anode, that anode converting cathode by by supplying this external current which is reverse to corrosion current. Okay, so these are some points in impressed voltage method. Note down those points. Right, see here. I think you have completed. So impressed voltage method, we are converting that anode into cathode by using impressed voltage, that is reverse to corrosion current. Already you know corrosion current means passing of electrons, means moving of electrons from one anode to cathode. Now by we are supplying electrons from the external cell to prevent that corrosion of the metal. Right, see here, figure of the impressed voltage method. See here, this is the source of impressed direct current. We are supplying this current from the outside. This is graphite anode. It is used in a backfill in soil. If you take underground pipeline, buried pipeline, now it is converting as a cathode, that means protected by connecting through battery to this graphite anode. So this is insulated copper wire. Now this graphite anode directly connected to this iron pipeline. Now this converting as a cathode, means it is protected now by the action of this graphite anode. How this graphite anode and battery giving reverse current, that means impressed voltage, it is reverse to corrosion current. Now, so by supplying this current, now this anode acting as a not acting, and this anode converting as a cathode. So after converting cathode, it is protected from the corrosion. That's why it is called impressed voltage method. Right, note down this diagram. This is graphite anode, the source of impressed direct current, insulated copper wire, buried pipe made as a cathode. Okay, I think you completed this diagram. Now see some explanation regarding impressed voltage method. Impressed voltage metal Impressed voltage metal is used for large structures for long-term operations. Sorry, here method. Impressed voltage method is used for large structures for long-term operations. So especially it is used for the large structures for a long-term operations. Right? So example, open water box coolers, water tanks, condensers, transmission line towers, etc. are protected from corrosion by this method. Right? So open water box coolers, water tanks, condensers, transmission line towers, etc. protected from corrosion by this method by using impressed voltage method. Note down these points. Right. This is somewhat explanation for the impressed voltage method. See here, impressed voltage method diagram. So in this, the so now here see here backfill. Backfill means the anode is inert material and have to be replaced from time to time. So anode is buried in a backfill to increase the electrical contact between anode and surrounding earth. So that's why it is right. So it is backfill. It is changed from time to time. Right. The anode is a it is a inert material and have to be replaced from time to time. So that's why anode is buried in a backfill to increase the electrical contact between anode and surrounding earth. So this is the impressed voltage method. Already we discussed how it is used in long-term operations and open water box coolers, water tanks, condensers, transmissions, line towers, etc. Okay. So up to now we discussed sacrificial anode method, right? Impressed voltage method for the prevention of corrosion. So what is the sacrificial anode method? In this method, base metal coated by more active metal, that more active metal selfly going corrosion to protect the base metal. That's why it is called sacrificial anode method. So sacrificial anode method especially used for iron and also other metals. Especially example is galvanization and also underground pipeline. It is connected to make this a metal to prevent from the corrosion. So that is impressed voltage method. It is used for the prevention of the corrosion. So where in this method, very important point is the coated metal, more active metal, selfly sacrificing to protect the base metal. That's why we are calling this is sacrificial anode method. Second one also impressed voltage method. Impressed voltage means corrosion means it is a corrosion current. Corrosion current means the electrons moving from anode to cathode in corrosion. So if you change that property, if you change that by applying some voltage or other current from the outside source, we should convert that to current as a reverse current. So that's why we are using reverse current by using graphite ion and also battery from the outside. That's why it is called impressed voltage method. Right? We are converting that anode current. We are supplying that current which is reverse to corrosion current. That's why it is called impressed voltage method. Right? It is also very important for the long-term operations like transmission towers and also open box coolers. Okay. We discussed the sacrificial anode method and also impressed voltage method. These two methods are examples for the uh, cathodic protection. Right? In these two methods, when the protect the metal which is going to protect, which is ready to protect, those are converting as a cathodes. First of all they are acting as anodes. Now we are converting as a cathodes by applying other important metals. So these are metals we discussed up to now. Now see here some quiz questions. First one, sacrificial anode method is applied in A. Buried pipeline, B. Cephals, C. Hot water tanks, D. All above. So which is the correct answer? Sacrificial anode method is applied in buried pipelines, cephals, hot water tanks. So which is the correct answer? So this sacrificial anode method applied for buried pipelines, cephals, and also hot water lines. So which is the correct answer? All the above is the correct answer. For first question, sacrificial animal method is applied for buried pipelines, cephals, hot water tanks. Next to see second question. Impressed voltage method applicable in A. Buried oil water buried oil water pipes, buried oil comma water pipes. Next to open water box coolers, big structures. D. All the above. Which is the correct answer? So impressed voltage method used for buried oil water pipes lines and also open water box coolers, next big structures. So our answer is all the above. So for second question answer is all the above, right? So if you apply reverse current, these are protect from the corrosion. Next to see third question, which of the following metal acts as sacrificial anode for iron? Once again I'm repeating, which of the following metal acts as sacrificial anode for iron? A. Tin, B. Magnesium, C. Gold, D. All of the above. Which is the correct answer? Iron. So tin is less active than iron. Magnesium is more active. Gold is less active than iron. So D is all of the, which is not correct. So which is the correct answer? Magnesium is the correct answer. Magnesium using as a sacrificial anode for iron. See next question. This process reduces the corrosion. A. Applying press. B. Adding little impurity. C. Exposing to O2. D. Allowing. So which is the correct answer? See this question once again I am repeating. This process reduces the corrosion. So now we want to reduce the corrosion. How we want? Suppose if you apply trace on metal, it is increases corrosion. So it is not correct answer. So by adding little impurity, it is also increasing corrosion. So it is exposing to O2. It is also somewhat corrosion. So which is the correct answer? By doing, by making alloying, that is example for the reduce the corrosion. So this is the fourth question. Fifth question see here. If a metal exposed to different aeration, the galvanic cell forms is concentration, composition, Snell fitting. Which is the correct answer? So difference aeration means it is a concentration cell, right? Our answer is concentration cell. See here, composition cell means in different types of metals. So I like iron, zinc. Test cell means in same cell, fitting other property. So different aeration, it is forming concentration cell. Right? From this topic, frequently asking questions. The first question already we discussed in last class. Explain sacrificial anode method to prevent corrosion of metal. Next, describe impulse voltage method. Next, what is cathodic protection? These are the our topics. Okay. So up to now we discussed cathodic protection in that sacrificial anode method and also impulse voltage method. So you understand very well. I hope. Okay, next class we discuss other things related to this corrosion. Okay, thank you all of you.